Good afternoon, YouTube. Matt here today with ASL Dumpsters. And today I want to do just a little video on what I keep on my truck and in my garage for tools and equipment to keep me on the road and keep my rentals moving. Flat tires are a weekly, if not daily occurrence. Keeping them clean is key for me. Plus also just, kind of the necessities as far as PP, going in and out of landfills, job sites, and keeping the rig moving. So let's get started. All right, welcome back. Almost knocked my fire extinguisher off my truck. So we're outside. We're out here at the tow rig. I've got pretty much most of my stuff that I take with me on every job, every rental, and every landfill trip to make sure I can get to and from and get my trailers fixed if need be. So I'm gonna start my right. I carry a bottle jack. This thing I can, you can throw it down on a chalk, throw it down on a couple chalks. They're super easy to maneuver. They're not as big and bulky as, I don't know if you guys can see it, but in my garage down there, I keep a floor jack. But I keep the bottle jack in my truck just because it's way lighter, much easier to maneuver. It can lift the trailer. This one is a Big Red 12 ton. So got that off Amazon. Comes with the little bars. These kind of suck, but they do the job. Fire extinguisher, part of your DOT requirements. Got to have that. I have not mounted mine in the bed, which I need to do. I need to get some self-tappers. Haven't done that yet. Zip ties. Heavy duty zip ties. These are 18-inch. Picked these up at O'Reilly's. And actually, the last thing I used these for was my tarp on the reel side of it. They use screws at the factory through some little eyelets to secure the tarp to your reel. And they ripped out, so I secured them with those, and it's been working great. Next, airline. I do run airlift airbags on my truck. Got a 2019 Ram 2500, so I've only had to do this once, but it's super convenient. If you have the line on you and you have your quick disconnects, you take the pressure out, cut your line, put your new line on, and I've been having really good luck with those. The system itself, the compressor, the manifold, and the bags themselves have been no issues. The only issue I had was my own fault. I didn't put enough zip ties to the frame for the airline the first time I installed it, and we went camping, and airline sagged down, touched my exhaust, and popped a little hole in it. So keep some airline on you if you got some airbags. Next, my favorite little buddy, my Sawzall. I keep a Milwaukee Wrecker blade on there for wood and metal. They're just demo blades. I keep backups. You are always going to run into customers that overload, and in my experience, it's like stuff that's either tall shelves or like frames, bed frames, stuff like that. And you get there, and if you can't pull your tarp over, just hack it off and keep moving. Always keep 2 batteries, Ryobi 1 batteries. And what I'll do, this one's still fully charged, but what I'll do is I have a charger here that I keep in the truck that I can plug into the outlet in the cab if need be. That's really for emergency sakes, but about once a week, I'll take one of them, the one that I've been using the most, and switch it out in the garage with a different one just to keep them charged. Next, I keep a 1/2-inch breaker bar. It's got a 1/2-inch swivel, one-way swivel head on it. And I use these for switching out tires and rims on my trailers. Mostly, I haven't had, luckily, knock on wood, haven't had to do that with the truck yet. So, breaker bar, big help, especially securing your lug nuts instead of just relying on your impact. Speaking of Ryobi Impact, I was a little skeptical of this. It's the 3-speed 1/2-inch, uses the same batteries, which is the reason I got it as my Sawzall, but this thing's been awesome, no issues. And I change out, let's see, in the last 2 weeks I've changed 3 tires. I use it pretty often and it's been holding up pretty well. So little dirty, nothing crazy. Got this one on Amazon too, and this was just the unit itself. It didn't come with a battery or charger because I've already got 6 chargers and 10 batteries, so didn't need it. Next I got, also on Amazon, you guessed it, Tecton impact sockets. These are all impact rated for 1/2 inch, and they are all black coated. So these have been super awesome. Most of the lug nuts on my trailers are a 22. So yeah, slap that on there. I'll usually get them loose with the breaker, throw the impact on it, zip them off and get them changed. Simple as that. I do keep one of my pull ropes in here just for whatever. I actually honestly have never used it, but it came with one of my, I think it came with my PJ dump trailer. Keep it because it's a handy piece of material to have. It's got a hook on it. You can use it for tying down tarps if your rollaway tarp gets jacked up. I have a 375 millimeter crescent, which relates to a 15-inch crescent, big heavy-duty crescent. Mostly what I use this for was when I adjusted the height of my hitch coupler on my Romex. The Romex, it's super tall, so I don't know if it's leaf springs or the thickness of the frame. The frame's a little thicker, but yeah, I had to move that up and down to kind of get the height right, so I was riding level loaded on this truck. So I use that in along with my impact to move that. I showed you this before, but just again, I do keep a 110 charger. I can plug it in the truck if need be. That's emergency sake only. This nasty thing, a push broom. I use it every time I go to landfill, unless there's just nothing left in the dumpster after I've dumped it. I usually try and sweep it out. Plus, when you walk through one of your dumpsters or your dump trailer after you've dumped it, you generally find some stuff that you don't want to take to your next customer. So I keep that and use it pretty much every time. This next thing I'm going to show you is not actually the right tool necessarily for the job, but I do keep a shovel. Especially in wintertime, it's good to have a pointed shovel. I had a flat shovel, which was what I used in my trailers in case something, like I had a roofing crew leave some roofing stuff that got stuck to the bottom of my dump trailer, so I scraped it off with that. Super handy, but using a flat shovel is definitely the way to go. This bag I got on Amazon, just a standard DOT compliance bag. It came with the, let's see, how big is this? This is a, it's a kitty, class 5 BC, and 2 pound, 3 pound. Anyway, it came with that. It also comes with your DOT mandated safety triangles for when you get, if or when you have to pull over on the side of the highway or a road. Comes with 3 of them, and they actually are pretty legit. So they swivel, you stand out, you put them up, hook them together, put them out on the road in a fanned out fashion like you see truckers and state troopers do. So that keeps you legal. This kit was like, I want to say between $150 and $200 on Amazon. So it came with these, the fire extinguisher, first aid kit. I have another first aid kit in a much larger one in the cab of my truck, but this also has another one. You can never have too many, I think. And fuses. So not necessarily something I would use every day, but you do need to have it on you. And if you get inspected, these are an inspectable item. So just, you know, I haven't been through a full inspection. So I can't say, you know, I can't be the expert on that. I am non-CDL, so, you know, definitely someplace else would be better to ask those questions, but this is what I have in here, and I think that's it. Yeah. So on to the next thing. These are the hitch locks that I use on my trailers. This one is the oldest one I've had because this is what I used to use, or is what I do use on my camper. But they're made by Master Lock. I'm sure most of you have seen them. They work really well. The design of them, you know, it wraps around the nose of your coupler. Key pins over here. They're not the most crazy. I know, like Jesse Mims just did a video a while back about his new hitch locks. Those things are wild, but it keeps honest people honest. So I have 3 of these, including this one, and I put them on no matter what every single time I leave a trailer anywhere, including my house. Windshield washer fluid. Winter is coming. I will show you also the all-important spare tire. That one is brand new. It's a Heartland radial. My trailer tire sizes are ST235/80 R16s. So yeah, always have an inflated spare for your trailers and your truck. Last thing I'll say for the truck, what I carry in here in the bed, I carry swag. So I got some koozies made. And what I like to do is if I get to talking with a customer, you know, and especially if you have shared interests or families or whatever, you know, it's just nice. Like, these don't cost a crazy amount. I keep some hats. These are, I have my own opinions about the way these hats are made, but anyway, I've got some, and I've got some magnets too that look like business cards. So it's just nice when you meet a customer, you can chit chat with them, talk about family stuff. So, you know, common interests, and, you know, give them a koozie, give them a hat, give them a magnet for their fridge in the garage. Like, it's just little stuff like that that can really set the tone for your customer experience, and that will in turn lead to referrals, lead to more social media posts about your business. That, I mean, these koozies cost me like, I don't even know how many, but it was like 20 cents a piece, something like that. I mean, come on, easy. So yeah, that about wraps up what I keep in the bed, and basically everything you see here on the tailgate, including the DOT bag, the charger, all the tools here, it all fits in this job box. It's got wheels on it. It's got a handle on it. It's weatherproof, so even if I didn't have my bed cover, all that stuff would stay dry and good to go. So I will go over my truck at a different time in a different video. Last couple things, gloves. These are just a pair of, it was like 6 pairs Firm Grip. I get them from Home Depot, super cheap. I'll probably get some insulated thicker ones for wintertime coming. Crucial headlamp. This thing is USB rechargeable. Pull that little cover back and charge it in your truck. LED light. It's got red light, flood and spot. So, and it's like $30, I think, on Amazon. So it is an Ozark Trail. They make pretty good ones. I've had that since I was in the service, honestly, a few years ago, so it has served me well. We're in the trash business, so keep some sanitizer on you, plus #COVID, right? I keep all my keys from my trailers on different carabiners just to keep them straight. Helps my life. That's about it for the vehicle. Let's go in the garage and I'll show you kind of some finishing touches just on what I keep in here. I showed you before my floor jack. So I keep it right here because the spot where my truck is this space right here is where I usually back in my trailers if they're at my house. And you can see the last time I changed one of the tires here. So I keep that there, I'll wheel it out, get the axle in the air, and get stuff switched out, and it works. So speaking of inflating tires, I have a small pancake compressor. It's a DeWalt 165 PSI 6 gallon. Gets the job done, but honestly, I would like a, let me turn on the light here. I would like a bigger one. I might be getting one of those here soon. We'll see. But that's my compressor, DeWalt 165 PSI 6 gallon. Got my air hose, and I use this thing I got on Amazon as well. Super handy, digital pressure gauge. And the nice thing about it is the tip on it is self-adjusting to Schrader and the more fancy valves, like I forget what they're called, but like these kind of valves on bikes. So all you got to do is press it down, flip up the little tab, and you're good to go. So that's what I do for tires. And sorry, I'm getting a phone call from family. Almost done here. I think honestly, that's about it. That's kind of it, guys. That's what I keep with me day to day, and that's what I have in my garage. So let me know down in the comments, you know, even if you're not in dumpster rental business, if you're a contractor that does a lot of hauling, if you have a trailer always behind your vehicle, let me know what you guys use. You know, I mean, there's definitely more investment to be made on my side for being better prepared. Oh, one thing is, and it's not charging right now, this thing's kind of old and dead, but I keep, this is a little starter slash compressor slash, it's got a light. Yeah, it's totally dead. I think battery's totally dead, but it's pretty old. It is a Stanley FatMax 450 amp 900 peak battery amps. The guy who gave it to me had like 4 of them in his garage and was like, hey, I've had these in here for a while. You want one? I said, sure. I usually keep it charged, but when I take it out, like on camping trips and stuff, it just doesn't hold a charge very well. So I think I need to get a new one. But those can be key because you can inflate a tire real quick. The compressor on this one, I tried it once, will not hit even 70 PSI. So, you know, it does the job. It'll get you to 60, 65 PSI. It'll get your tire up. And you know, if it is charged properly, you can start your truck with it if you need be, or a car. So I think that's it. Other than that, guys, yeah, let me know what else you guys use in your trucks on your day-to-day in dumpster rentals or contracting, and appreciate it, guys. Have a good day. Stay safe.